at the state park. I need to get out here again, and I hope that you guys can also get out here too, right? We got here yesterday around 3 o'clock, me and the boys, for spring break, and I just wanted them to get a different spring break than the way I grew up, for sure, you know. I'm grateful for both my parents, for sure. I think I had great parents and great life lessons. And at the same time, I wanted to give those life lessons to my boys, like being outside, waking up next to the birds, right? Listening to the birds is just like a natural antidepressant. You know what I mean? It's like doing yoga for the brain, right? And a lot of things that we take for granted like our cell phones, right? Our smartphones that are actually supposed to help us get smarter are actually making more and more people dumber, stupider, because we're relying more and more on the technology than our own HI, right? Our human intelligence, you know? But if you look around, there's already been intelligence already here long before anything. So we're not really discovering anything new. We're just rediscovering everything that's already been here before, right? So I encourage you all, right? Everything is a cycle from myself coaching people for 8 years in the greatest company in the whole entire world, Herbalife Nutrition, right? If you guys want a 10K 21-day challenge with the chance of winning $1,000 for either losing the most weight or gain the most lean muscle, link in the description down below. But right now, right, the best thing you can do for yourself is always to reset yourself, right? And one of the ways I find the best way to do it is just to be outside, right? Be outside as soon as the sun is rising, right? Because as soon as the sun rises, you're gonna get the natural benefits from the sun, right? You get the natural vitamin D instead of having to take a tablet for vitamin D, you know? So instead of having all the medicines in your cabinet, just come out here and get what you need. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to be that reminder for you guys, because I don't know where you're at. I don't know what you do, but I do know that everybody has a story. I do know that everybody has a dream. Everybody wants to create something. Everybody wants to have a legacy, right? Just like our current president of the United States. I was listening to the diary of the CEO the other day, and he was talking to the strategist of the president of the United States, and he was talking about what the plans were, how he does it, right? Very interesting episode. So I definitely recommend, especially if you live in America, go watch that episode, right? It's his most recent episode from this date of me posting this video, right? And he talks about how, you know, Trump is making these decisions now, not based off of who he was trying to be elected, but based off of he knows this is his last time, right? He knows this is his legacy, right? And being the president of a whole nation is like the 0.0001% that you can be. Understand? So I want you guys to understand this too, because I made a video during the presidential election that I said, I am going to be the president of my life. Make sure you guys go check out that video, right? You can be the president of your life. I'm encouraging you, and I want you guys to put your awareness towards that, because whenever you start taking control of your health, your fitness, right, your finances, your economics, right, your community, right, you don't have to wait for someone or some entity to come in outside. Most likely will never happen. You guys can start creating these online communities or in-person communities. There's a platform called Skool, right? Skoll by Alex Ramosi, right? And people are literally teaching people the new way to learn on that Skool platform, right? I'm in a couple communities in there. So I'm asking you guys, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to leave behind that's going to continue to make a positive impact for the next generation, right? Is it health? Is it spirituality? Is it just the essence of you being who you are from the amount of repetitions that you had to do for the person that you're trying to create, right? They say it takes 21 days to build a habit. It takes 60 days to install a new identity, right? So that should tell you already, when you decide something and when you're focused on something, right? And if you don't like who you are right now, you have the opportunity to change, right? Important question that we should all be asking ourselves, in case you don't know, like, is life happening for you or to you? Because for me, it's always happening for me. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything, right? Because everything's a learning lesson. Everything's a blessing. Everything, right? Even if it might not look like it in that very moment, just know it's going to shape you for the person that you need to become for your future. Maybe for your future grandkids, maybe for your great-great-grandkids. You might never know. They said in the next, what, less than 10 years, right? You might never die again? What? That sounds crazy. But with technology, AI, quantum, it's not that crazy. I actually encourage all of y'all to start thinking a little bit bigger, right? Stop glorifying other people on TV, right? I'm not saying glorify yourself, right? You don't want to be arrogant, right? But I also want you to understand that the problems that you're facing right now, right? Those problems are not bigger than what God created and what God ordained you to actually command in your life. Understand that, right? You can control and you can create anything that you are willing to do in this life, right? With the energy, the intensity, and the focus that you want to create in this life, right? These are some of the best videos I get to do because I'm not reading from a screen. I'm speaking from the ground up. I'm speaking from my heart chakra, all right? And I wanted to come get out the sunlight because this is some of the best sunlight to get at the very beginning of the day, all right? It feels so good. And I hope you guys can hear these birds just as much as I hear these birds. But all I wanted to do, you guys, is just remind you again how awesome you are, right? If nobody told you, because most likely they're not telling you at your job, they're not telling you at school, unless they're using these new tools, right, from a grounded place. A lot of people are scared that AI is going to take their jobs. AI will take your job, right? But guess what? AI will create a lot more work for you to do anyways, right? So don't be scared, be grounded, start learning the technology, right? Use it as a tool to enhance yourself. Start creating things, because it's never been easier to code, program, and create things, right, to help out humans, right? We also learned that the big tech companies are only creating things for people that have a lot of capital, right? That could be a double-edged sword. So for the person that doesn't have a lot of capital, but has a huge heart, this guy right here, right? Or anybody else out there, if you're watching this video, you made it all the way to the end, thank you. Start creating things that not only benefit you, but benefit the people around you, right? Because this world is beautiful and we all share together, you know? And when we talk about a true golden age, that's when everyone is winning. Everyone has something to give to this world, right? And it's fulfilling to that person, right? So until we get there, I want you to understand for yourself that you are capable, right? You are awesome, right? You can do this, and you have that hero's journey within inside yourself. You have to find it within inside yourself. Create that self-confidence by continuing to do the same over and over again, so that way you know for a fact how it gets done, right? And have some grace, right? Because the future I see is going to be an amazing future for each and every single one of us, you guys. But other than that, if you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for making it all the way to the end. I'll see you guys in the next video. Salute.